Okay, so now let's talk about the new speculation map that came out. Yeah, I gotta wet your beak, pal.
Chomp, chomp, chomp. Okay, guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It is time for another Halloween Horror Nights 2024 update. We have some new Freddy news, updates about the houses. There's a lot of stuff happening within inside Universal Studios right now. On that note, it's time to talk about the shirt of the day. We're gonna go back to HHN 1999. Now, they did re-release this shirt. It's subtly different, but this is like the original one. On the back, you know, Halloween Horror Nights 1999. So on that note, let's roll the commercial. Okay, welcome back. Now, a lot of you guys have probably never seen the HHN hat for this year. I believe this is only given to cast and crew. So it's gonna be the Bill and Ted Shagadelic Halloween Adventure, The Excellent Menace. Okay, so one of the themes for Bill and Ted that year was kind of the Blair Witch Project. So they made this fun little poster. Let's read it real quick.
Okay, so the missing poster says, on October 31st, 1998, Bill and Ted were transported through time in their most excellent phone booth after that bogus journey. The time-traveling teenagers vanished. They were never heard from again. 1 year later, their phone booth was found. The Bill and Ted Project.
But sadly, Bill and Ted will never return. The closest thing you can get to Bill and Ted is kind of the hanging out at Not Scary Farm. That was kind of like the original Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted was based off that show.
You know the first thing we gotta do? We gotta see the man, the myth, the legend, Labby the Cabbie, the king, the national treasure of Universal Studios. Well, howdy, howdy there.
Oh, hey,
How are you
hey.
doing?
How you doing?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good?
I'm watching these kids with the bubbles.
Yeah.
Man, those things get going, and then with the right kind of breeze, it looks fantastic. The bubbles are so pretty. Kevin, you should do bubbles in some of your videos.
Bubble. So the question of the day is,
Okay.
if you were to get an autograph from a celebrity, dead or alive, who would you want to get an autograph from?
Oh, that's a great question. Oh, definitely Vin Diesel, for sure. Because he's so fast and furious.
You're my favorite celebrity, right? So I'd like to get your autograph.
Oh, yeah.
But we saved the best for last. So I want to have you sign the last page.
Oh. There you go.
Look at that work of art right there.
But I have heard internally, we've made a pretty big impact, right? Of like letting Universal know how we feel about, you know, Cabie and the character and how important he is to us. So I want to thank you guys, honestly, like for like going out of your way, sending those emails. Internally, everybody's on the same page. They want to keep Cabie. It's just upper management considering where the budgets go. So all of our voices have been heard. Cabie has had this job for almost a decade. We will keep you updated if anything happens. The first week of May is when Cabie is supposed to go away. So I want to get his autograph. If you want to kind of take a selfie with Cabie before he potentially goes away, the first week of May will be the last of Cabie. So like Cabie's kind of like the doorman to Universal. He's the first welcome in, right? You could be having a bad day, you walk in, and then Cabie is a little ray of sunshine and brightens your day.
Oh, hey, welcome to Hollywood. Ooh, I love your shirt.
Cabie is like the cheapest character at Universal Studios. Cabie's costume is the cheapest costume, right? All they have to do is wash a shirt and wash pants. What does it cost, 75 cents to do? He doesn't have a big, massive costume like, you know, the Simpsons characters or like Scooby-Doo. He doesn't need a character attendant. Cabie is a one-man show. And then also, he's an original IP. You're not having to pay another different company to use his likeness or licensing. So he's like the cheapest character possible. So Universal, when you are making this decision, just remember, he's like the cheapest, but also the greatest character at Universal Studios. Universal is owned by Comcast. Everybody was saying, oh, they don't have any money. Comcast is worth $156 billion. Disney just paid Comcast $8.6 billion for 33% of their stake in Hulu. So they got plenty of money. I don't want to hear them crying, saying they can't afford Cabie.
All right, first stop of the day, 5 and dime. They've brought in the new colored shirt. You don't want to buy the orange shirt?
Not the orange one, but I might get the black one.
They have now made black shirts because everybody complained about the orange ones because they were just hideous. So now we have the, graffiti design on a black shirt. Black light reactive. You can still purchase this online for the Universal shop. I think I'm going to get it just because of just the terrible saying where horror lives. They've added a ton of signage that you can purchase now from the Mardi Gras store. We got the Baron right there. We have looks like some socks from the Christmas tribute store. We got the poster, the Orlando poster still. They have these 2 posts here. Here we have some more of the signage. You get the little Mardi Gras beads and everything. There's the advertisement for, the PS Songbird. They're visiting Hannibal. There was a sign of the captain. Go on now. Again, this stuff sells out super quick, so if you spot it, come and get it. $350 for this sign with King Gator. Pop over here and get the Simpsons autographs real quick. Williamsville, Hollywood. This is where the Mardi Gras tribute store was. It's gone now. There's a couple remnants left, but this is going to be where the summer tribute store is going to be happening because they gave us the clue, the street address that it's going to be returning here. So if you come right over here, you're going to still see the posters. It does sound like they're dismantling in there. These will probably eventually be taken down. The most famous family around. I was wondering if I could have your autograph. All right, so here's a look at Bart's signature. It's like a skateboard. And then Homer's has the big pink donut. And then we got Marge with the hair. That's so good. Beetlejuice.
What do you want?
So the trailer's now come out.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
I'm great. I'm great. I got paid.
There you go. A little royalty rights right there.
Sure. Yeah, I got to wet your beak, pal.
Am I able to have your autograph if possible?
An autograph.
An autograph.
Well, that costs extra. Nice.
It's the cleanest thing you've had in your hand in years.
I don't know about that. Right, there you go, pal.
A work of art. It's the Blues Brothers. They're driving by.
And of course, we got to talk about some tweets that John Murdy tweeted out. The question was, hey, John, I've always wondered, when do you start to work on the next HHN? Is it when this year's event starts or after you finish this year's treatments? Can't wait for this year. And John responded with, started curating with my colleague a month ago. So he's starting to work on Halloween Horror Nights 2025 right now. And then there's also another tweet from John. He just said, finish writing and pitching the last treatment today for HHN 2024 at Universal Studios Hollywood. Been writing for over 6 months, so now have to flip over to production mode with multiple houses in construction, masks being sculpted, special effects being created, etc. It's coming, boils and ghouls.
They've closed off Central Park, for the new nighttime shows.
Did they change it? I think they did. They fixed the DreamWorks sign. Okay, so the sign, when they put it out, is a monstrosity.
They were just kind of conjoined together. Word of the day.
I had prepared for this because I was in line for EP and somebody said that they saw you, so I knew that it was imminent. That is my word. It was imminent that I would run into Kevin today and have to have a word of the day.
Okay, so it's time to talk about the Five Nights at Freddy's. Again, we've been talking about this for like months. Like, the houses have been designed for Five Nights at Freddy's to come as the Blumhouse property. Just don't know where it's popping up, Vegas or here. But I was doing a little deep dive on Reddit and we discovered this. So this person wrote, since I'm a random person, you can take this for what it's worth. I've talked to somebody who's involved with the Five Nights at Freddy's movies that said that is 100% coming. I think most people kind of see it as a guarantee as well. So someone on the inside said the Five Nights at Freddy's is coming. There's been a house that's designed. We just don't know where it's popping up.
Okay, we got some night bus stuff over here. We have a new bag. You have the night bus right here. $79 for the new night bus bag.
And then there's a bunch of news for Universal Studios Orlando, so annual pass holder days are returning. I was gonna say, even more reasons to visit. Get stoked for bonus benefits in May. Pass holder bonus benefits are back, running from May 1st until May 24th, adding to all the fun with perks like special entrances, exclusive dining locations, special discounts, and more, including the return of the pass holder button for select events throughout the year. Stay tuned to find out all the special fun in store. Now, they actually did release a look at the new button, and I'm glad these are back. These were a lot of fun. Universal released this cryptic tweet, right? It says, now that's something we haven't seen in a while. Released this little clip. So there's a lot of Easter eggs. So if you kind of pause, there's images that have popped up within the static. Now, a lot of these images recently just popped up in the Mel's refurb on the menu screen. we have this first one. It's gonna be a ghost, right? This is gonna be representing Ghostbusters returning to Universal Studios. So then we have the bike right here. This is gonna be representing Elliot, right? And his bike that he drives around with E.T. for the film E.T. Then we also have this dinosaur footprint representing Jurassic Park. And then if you look really closely, you're gonna see the outline of Bruce, right? From the film Jaws. And then they're gonna have the flux capacitor from the Back to the Future series. So all these images are gonna be representing what's gonna be coming in the new parade and also the nighttime show. So then they released another cryptic message, says, do we take this to the lost and found? And then they unbox all this stuff. So let's do a whole rundown about what's inside the box. So you have the clock representing, you know, Back to the Future and Doc Brown. And then we're gonna come to the red hoodie representing Elliot and E.T. Then we're gonna come to the onion representing Shrek. And then they're gonna have the noodles. The noodles are gonna be representing Poe from Kung Fu Panda. Then there's glitter, you know, some Guy Diamond fart is on that person's hand right now. And there's also gonna be the phone. Who are you gonna call? The Ghostbusters. And there's also gonna be some shark teeth representing, you know, Jaws. And then some slime for Slimer for Ghostbusters. And then they also release this. This is, I think, brilliant. It says 4/29/2024. This is where they're gonna be announcing kind of all the stuff that we've been talking about for like the past couple months of all the fun retro stuff coming for the summertime. So they had this amazing little video.
Hi Shark. I'm seeking a summer filled with awesome nostalgia, new experiences, shows, a parade, and a new land. In exchange for your support, I'm offering a 10% stake in these new experiences for the first shark that accepts my proposition for this summer. That smile says it all.
In this tweet, it's going to say, just found these tapes. Should we see what's on them? A lot of people were confused. This is kind of all the fun announcements that are be coming during the summertime. As we know, it was teased that the Summer Tribute Store is going to be kind of an old video rental store, so it's kind of fitting in with that 90s nostalgia. So the first tape is going to be Childhood Memories. This is going to be representing the DreamWorks films, you know, representing that, and that's going to be fun in the water. This is going to be talking about the new nighttime show. It's coming to Universal Studios, and then also the first day of school. A lot of people were confused on this one. This is probably going to be talking about the Epic Universe Preview Center, right? Because it's going to be the first day of school. We're going to be learning about all these new things coming to Universal Studios. Then it's going to end with Get the Show on the Road, and that's going to be talking about, you know, the new parade hitting the road a little later this summer with all the retro movies.
And Alcatraz Bar is under refurb, so they've opened up the little tent area, but you can still get all the wonderful cocktails with all the best bartenders here at Universal Studios over here. Here we go, Burf. What's the special summer cocktail?
We got North 44. I think it's the tangerine flavors, orange juice, triple second Sprite. It's called the Chopsicle.
Chopsicle.
Chop, chop, chop.
Okay, it's time to talk about the new specialty cocktail. This is kind of an off-menu drink. As you know, the bartenders at the Alcatraz Bar created this. Not Bitters Boy, Alcatraz Bar bartenders know how to make a drink. Okay, that drink packs a punch. So if you're not a fan of like hardcore alcohol flavors, you're probably not gonna like this. We're gonna see how I feel at the end of it. The man, the myth, the legend. Right there. Okay, so back to where we are. I can't even think right now. The drink is so strong. Imagine, you know, like the little, the Dum Dum lollipop, kind of like a cantaloupe flavored lollipop. 7 out of 10, super strong. It got better the more you drink it.
So all the fountains have been kind of submerged for the nighttime show. Everything has kind of been blocked off there. I don't know if they're working on the speaker systems. That whole area is blocked off, so you can't even walk over there. So we got some more crates over here. Cannot wait to see what's going to be happening. And over here, I believe it's going to be the tech booth they're extending, that they're going to build.
I really hope this nighttime show is good. High hopes. Yeah, the classic music, the classic movies.
All fresh wood. Stuff's happening. We got a construction wall up here. They're probably just doing standard maintenance on the concrete. Throughway over here has now been closed. So sidewalk closed, no through traffic. If you want to visit Nom Nom, you gotta visit him from far away.
Okay, we were at the Ghostbusters Firehouse, so you know we gotta talk about some Ghostbusters merch. They're gonna be having a Optimus Prime Ecto 1. There's also a different costume for the villain, just kind of looks like a Florida crackhead waking up on a Monday morning. Then we have porch light covers of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and then also Slimer. There's also gonna be a kind of blow mold of a Stay Puft Pumpkin. There's a new version of the Slimer costume, and then we also did get a better photo of the Hallmark Stay Puft Marshmallow Man as the ornament. So that'll be coming out, I believe, in July. That is your latest Ghostbusters merchandise. Let's talk about the construction that's happening in Universal Studios Hollywood, where the Last of Us house tent was last year. They're starting to build a facade. It almost looks like a giant garage, and it almost looks like, you know, the Hook and Ladder Firehouse.
Okay, we've made it to Islands of Adventure.
There's a private event happening over at Universal Studios, so we're gonna stop by All Halsey Boutique. Some new special anniversary merch here at Islands Islands.
Here's the new 25th anniversary of Islands of Adventure. So these shirts are very reminiscent of like the old school mid-2000s shirts that they used to make. It looks like $27 for the shirt. Experience the adventure. I love that the lighthouse is getting some love right there. Then you have Spider-Man, Deadly Do-Rides, Dueling Dragons, and then the classic logo, the good logo of Islands of Adventure. On the sleeve it says Universal Islands of Adventure 25 years. $27 for this tumbler. Experience the adventure. All those same logos, and you have the lighthouse. $55, they have a black hoodie. This is gonna be on the back of the hoodie. The designs really pop. They look good. And then on the front, it's gonna be a zip up. It's gonna say Islands Adventure 25 years on the zip up black hoodie. All right, we're heading into the All Halsey Boutique.
They were saying the black shirt is selling astronomically better. There was some new concept kind of fly-throughs for the new Universal Hotel. So those will be opening in different months, but you can book them right now. On that note, let's go back to City Walk.
We have the Epic Universe Preview Center. There's a lot of construction happening. There's some rumors happening that there might be some character meet and greets happening within the Epic Universe Preview Center here, because it's going to be interactive. So the surf shop has officially closed, and this photo op of the surfboard will probably be going away. So let's see what they said. Surfboards, Quiet Flight since 1972. After 25 years of an amazing journey, Quiet Flight Surf Shop is now closed. Thank you to everyone for the support.
Okay guys, we're back in the office. Before we talk about the new speculation map that just dropped for Halloween Horror Nights, so a lot of you guys were asking about how does the new shirt look like with the like black light. It looks like this with the black shirt, the reactiveness, and then also this is how it's gonna look with the orange shirt. So when you're picking and choosing, this is how it's gonna kind of look when you're walking through different scare zones at houses when the black light, you know, hits you. Okay, so now let's talk about the new speculation map that came out. We're gonna talk about what's on the speculation map. So first off, to be the Latin American monsters. Then it's going to be Ghostbusters. As we know, I've told you, about Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Then Universal Monsters with Dracula. And then we have The Quiet Place. And then the sequel, Original House. This one, I cannot wait to walk through this year. It's going to be awesome. We'll talk about that in a kind of upcoming video. Nightmare Fuel returning. Fuel Goers are returning, but it's going to be a different show. The bar is going to be the Weekend Bar. Now, I told you the Weekend is going to be returning as a scare zone. He could pop up with a bar, but he's going to be a scare zone from everything that I've heard. And then we have the Blumhouse Imaginary / Insidious / Megan. We'll talk about this in an upcoming video. Then we have the Greek gods. As you know, I talked about Poseidon's Fury returning for a house. And then the tribute to Terror, little Boris Schuster action probably returning. And we have a unknown original and another unknown original, and we'll be talking about those in upcoming videos. And then for scare zones, they do have the weekend, and then also a Blumhouse scare zone. Again, that's on the speculation map. I'll reveal some stuff over the next couple weeks. Now it's time to talk about Freddy Krueger returning for HHN this year. Okay, so the Entertainment Connection said this facade is looking like a nightmare, but the center opening is making me think otherwise. So if you're a little confused of kind of the outline of how this looks, Jacob from Cabie said the facade out in Hollywood definitely resembles 1428 Elm Street. Perhaps rumors are true about Nightmare on Elm Street returning. Now, there have been some rumors saying that Freddy's not coming. It was a fake rumor. I've heard certain props that are related to the Nightmare on Elm Street universe have been delivered at Universal Studios. There's so much that we still don't know about this year, right? When you guys are watching this, I'm gonna be in Philly. We're gonna be at the Haunt Convention up there, so we'll be covering all that stuff with the Markoff's crew. So on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button, join the family.
I love the family!
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
The bubbles are so pretty. Welcome to Hooterade. It's me, Labby the Cabbie.